Hello, and thank you for joining us for the Baden and New Hamburg Water and Wastewater System Servicing Review Virtual Public Consultation Center, or PCC number 3. The purpose of this PCC is to provide an overview of the project, provide an update on the study since the second Public Consultation Center, and to present the preferred alternative solutions for the water and wastewater servicing for the communities of Baden, New Hamburg, and Foxboro Green. This virtual public consultation center provides you with an opportunity to learn about and get involved in the project and aims to answer any questions you may have. A PDF of this presentation, including this transcript and additional information on the project, is available on the Region of Waterloo's website if you would like to review it in more detail. A link to the website is provided at the end of this presentation. We encourage you to review the information and contact a member of the project team by phone, email, or through the project comment sheet available on the Region's website if you have any questions or would like to provide your thoughts to the project team. Contact information is provided at the end of this presentation and on the Region of Waterloo's website. Comments received during this phase of the study will be used to confirm the preferred approach for water and wastewater infrastructure needs of the communities of Baden, New Hamburg, and Foxboro Green. To better understand the project, we ask the following 3 questions. 1. What are we doing? 2. Why are we doing it? And 3. What does it mean to you? To answer the first question, we are assessing the current water supply and wastewater treatment systems that serve the communities of Baden and New Hamburg. This study will look to assess infrastructure needs for future growth approved under the region's official plan, or ROP, and consider any outcomes from the new ROP review currently underway. This study excludes the local water main and sewer extensions, which are the responsibility of Wilmot Township. Why are we doing it? We are taking steps now to ensure we are ready to meet the future needs of Baden and New Hamburg through examination of the region's infrastructure. We will also explore any opportunities for the Foxboro Green community. What does it mean to you? Current and future needs may require the construction of new water supply and wastewater infrastructure or upgrades to existing facilities, which may also need land acquisition. This is your opportunity to get involved with the planning process. This servicing review is being undertaken in accordance with the master planning process as outlined in the Municipal Class Environmental Assessment document. As such, the study will address phases 1 and 2 of the environmental assessment process to fulfill the requirements for the recommended Schedule B projects identified. These steps include identifying the problem or opportunity, developing and evaluating alternative solutions, and identifying and presenting the preferred solution and potential environmental impacts and proposed mitigation measures. We are currently in Phase 2B of the study. Following the confirmation of the preferred solution, after this public consultation center, a servicing study and project file report will be prepared to summarize the decision-making process for the public and stakeholders and document the potential environmental impacts and proposed mitigation measures. A 30-day review period will be provided for the public and stakeholders to review and comment on the report. The study area for the Baden and New Hamburg Water and Wastewater System Servicing Review includes the communities of New Hamburg, Baden, and Foxboro Green as illustrated on the map on this slide. The communities of Baden and New Hamburg are currently serviced by a 2-tier water and wastewater system by Wilmot Township and the region. This system servicing review will assess the region's portion of the current water and wastewater systems that serve the study area. As presented at PCC number 2, the following areas requiring further study were presented. 1. Need for future water storage. 2. Need for wastewater servicing in Baden. And 3. Need to consider the future water and wastewater servicing for the Foxboro Green community. The study considered the future requirements of water and wastewater servicing for both the existing community as well as planned growth within the urban area boundary under the current official plan. This map provides an overview of the existing and planned growth within the urban area boundary under the official plan. These development blocks are included as part of the assessment of the current and future water and wastewater systems that service the communities of Baden, New Hamburg, and Foxboro Green, and help to identify the existing servicing constraints. The following alternative solutions were presented at PCC number 2 regarding water storage, wastewater servicing, and water and wastewater servicing for Foxboro Green. There are 4 identified alternatives for future water storage. Alternative WS1, do nothing. Alternative WS2, provide increased storage at the New Hamburg water treatment plant. Alternative WS3, provide new storage at the Baden Wells site. And alternative WS4, provide new storage at the Shingleton K50 Wells site. There are 4 identified alternatives for future wastewater servicing in Baden. Alternative WW1, do nothing. Alternative WW2, upgrade system and maintain existing configuration. Alternative WW3, upgrade system and convey directly to Morningside Pump Station. Alternative WW4, upgrade system and convey directly to New Hamburg Wastewater Treatment Plant. There are 4 identified alternatives for the future water and wastewater servicing for the Foxboro Green community. Alternative F1, do nothing and carry out necessary upgrades. Alternative F2, provide connection to the existing Baden sewer and water supply system using existing road allowances. Alternative F3, provide connection to the existing Baden sewer and water supply system using a direct route. And Alternative 4, provide connection to the existing New Hamburg sewer and water supply system using existing road allowances. More information on these alternatives can be viewed in PCC number 2, which is contained on the Region of Waterloo's website. The alternative solutions have been evaluated based on their performance against the following criteria categories: natural, protecting significant natural and physical elements of the environment; social, evaluates potential effects on residents, neighborhoods, businesses, historical and archaeological and heritage components; technical, considers compliance with regulations and policies as well as the technical suitability and other engineering aspects; financial, addresses the potential effect on servicing costs. The right side of the screen displays the legend for evaluation scoring used to evaluate the alternative solutions against the criteria. The scoring uses a rating system: 1. Low alignment with criteria; 2. Not well aligned with criteria; 3. Somewhat aligned with criteria; 4. Well aligned with criteria; 5. Very well aligned with criteria. This slide presents the results of the evaluation of the water storage alternative solutions. The evaluation determined that alternative WS1 is not recommended as it does not address the problems identified in the servicing study. Alternatives WS3 and WS4 are moderately preferred. Alternative WS2 was identified as the preferred solution. Alternative WS2 provides increased storage at the New Hamburg water treatment plant and is selected as the preliminary preferred alternative solution for the following reasons: meets long-term capacity requirements to service projected population growth, provides redundancy within the existing New Hamburg reservoir, can be accommodated within the existing water treatment plant and reservoir property boundary, although existing open space will need to be fenced off to the public. Construction will result in temporary impacts such as noise impacts to nearby residential properties and increased truck traffic through the community. This slide presents the results of the evaluation of the wastewater servicing in Baden alternative solutions. The evaluation determined that alternative WW1 is not recommended as it does not address the problems identified in the servicing study. Alternative WW2 is the least preferred. Alternative WW3 is moderately preferred. And alternative WW4, upgrade system and convey directly to New Hamburg Wastewater Treatment Plant, is the preferred solution. Alternative WW4 proposes to upgrade the system and convey flows directly to the new Hamburg Wastewater Treatment Plant and is selected as the preliminary preferred alternative solution. This alternative includes upgrades to the Baden Wastewater Pumping Station and a new force main, a buried pipe, from the Baden Pumping Station to the new Hamburg Wastewater Treatment Plant. Alignment options for the force main were reviewed and the alignment shown as the recommended route. Considerations for this alternative include: the alignment avoids the complex construction in the Morningside retirement community. Crossing the Nith River would be accomplished by attaching the pipe to the existing bridge. Optimizes existing infrastructure investments and requires the least amount of infrastructure upgrades. Easements and property access agreements will be required to accommodate new infrastructure, but these easements required are limited. This slide presents the results of the evaluation of the water and wastewater servicing for the Foxboro Green Community Alternative Solutions. The evaluation determined that alternative F1 is the least preferred due to the technical and cost considerations. Alternative F2 and F4 are moderately preferred, and alternative F3, connect Foxboro Green to future expand Baden service area using direct route, is the preferred solution. Alternative F3 proposes to connect Foxboro Green to the Baden community by a direct route. This connection involves the extension of water and wastewater services by pipes from the south limit of the Foxboro Green community to the edge of the current growth boundary of Baden. Further connection of Foxboro Green will be within services in the future development parcel known as the Snyder's Road Development. This option was selected as the preliminary preferred alternative solution with the following considerations. Provides Foxboro Green with reliable water supply by the Baden supply system and wastewater services through the Baden and New Hamburg wastewater collection system. Road closures in the Foxboro community may be required during construction, and force main location would require agreements with multiple property owners and stakeholders. In summary, the following projects are proposed as a result of this system servicing study. 1. Increasing water storage capacity at the new Hamburg Water Treatment Plant. 2. Upgrading the Baden Pumping Station and new force main connecting directly to the new Hamburg Wastewater Treatment Plant. 3. Connecting Foxboro Green to the Baden Water Supply System, also connecting to the Baden New Hamburg Wastewater System. The Schedule B Municipal Class EA study requirements will be deemed complete following the 30-day public review period of the servicing study and project file report. The region may then proceed to the design phase and tender for construction. Following this PCC, the project team will review input received on the information presented and will confirm the preferred alternative solutions. Feedback received as part of PCC number 3 will be used to prepare the servicing study and project file report. The report will be available for a minimum of 30 days to allow for public review. We thank you for your participation in the Baden and New Hamburg Water and Wastewater System Servicing Review Virtual Public Consultation Center number 3. We look forward to hearing from you. Do you have any questions, feedback, comments, or want to stay up to date on what's being evaluated as part of this project? There are many ways to get in touch with the project team. You can fill out a comment sheet available on the region's website and return via mail or email to a member of the project team, or you can contact a project team member directly by email, telephone, or mail at the addresses listed. As a reminder, more information, including copies of project notices and public consultation materials like a transcript of this virtual presentation, can be found at www.regionofwaterloo.ca/water projects. Thank you again for your participation in this study.